Hi folks, welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm. Currently it is 11:31 at night. I'm absolutely exhausted. I just oh my lord, I just want to just go to bed. But I am going to be reading chapters 9 and 10 of Salt of Blood and Salt. And for people that don't know what that book is about, just imagine if Dracula was on board the Titanic. I'm reading that as a physical edition. I'm not buying the digital ebook, none of the type of stuff. It's physical books. So before I start with my little mini book haul, which this is what it is, because I like doing those things. Um, I have decided that from now on, instead of spending money that I just don't need to spend, if I have the physical edition, I'm just going to go ahead and just read the physical edition. I will definitely be doing it in the living room and stuff, but I'm going to read physical edition. That way, I'm not spending money that I don't need to spend. Also, I did not get any digital ebooks um, this week. I'm going to see in a couple hours what Barnes & Noble has as a free digital ebook. But other than that, I'm not acquiring any more ebooks. I'm just going to read my physical editions. And if I don't have the physical edition of that book and I really want to read it and it's available at the library or Kindle Unlimited, I'll just go ahead and do it that way. So that way I'm not spending money I don't have. Alright, so it is time for my little mini book haul. This is about 5 books. I only got 5 books. 2 of them are from Walmart. The other 3 are from Meijer. One of it was on discount. So, yeah. So another thing is going to happen probably next month. I'm going to have price books. I got some books that I want to give to, get rid of. I got some DVDs I want to get rid of. And I heard that you can get credit for those books and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And purchase books that way. It'll save me like a boatload of money. Alright. So let's start off with the books I got at Walmart first, because they're at the top of my thing. Alright. I couldn't believe they had it. I could not believe they had it, but I'm glad they have it. Red Rising by Pierce Brown, the first book in the trilogy. I'm rereading this book. I am rereading this book. I have to. I have to reread it. So yeah, I now own my own copy of Red Rising. And guess what? Nobody can take it away from me. Then the book I got that I've not read is Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. Second book in the trilogy. Oh, look how beautiful this. Oh, it's nice. And what I love about it a lot is there's no sprayed edges. Thank God. Yeah. Then these are from Meijer's. I got The Darkness Greeted Her by Christina Freco. Very nice. I am so looking forward to reading this. Then I picked up The Sawmouth by Cale Pleat. Look how creepy that is. Oh my lord, that is so creepy. I love it. It feels like one of those old pencil sketched covers, just really nice. And I am so oh. And then this was on discount for $6.97. No Roast for the Weary. So yeah, so this is actually the next book after this one over here. Um, Bulletproof Barista. So, yeah, looking forward to it. All right. Anyways, those are the books I got today. So so I told you guys in the beginning of it that I'm not going to be purchasing any more ebooks. Yeah, I'm no longer getting any more ebooks. Um, so I have a chair and a light, and I will be using the chair and the light to read my books. But yeah, I'm currently reading as a physical copy, no digital edition, Blood and Salt. I forgot the author's name. And as I said at the beginning, it's Dracula. What if Dracula was on board the Titanic? And I'm done with section well, there's like 5 parts in the book. I'm done with part 1, so chapter 9 begins part 2. And it's about this long box that is put into the Titanic's cargo hold. And it's labeled as the first king of Ulster. I don't know if he actually is the first king of Ulster. I really don't know. But this idiot man went and decides to talk a guy called John, who's his friend, to help him basically rob this box of whatever's inside of it. He thinks there's gold and gems and all that type of stuff. But what's actually inside of it is a vampire. And yeah, apparently I'm going to take a wild guess. He actually was a king, and he just got bitten by a hot, sexy vampire. Anyways, yes, I always think that. If it's a dude, it was probably a girl that did it. And what does John do? John figures out a way to get off the ship, and the ship sails away. And he's like, those poor bastards. They have no idea what's coming for them. I want Ismay to die. Please, I need Ismay to die. I do not like this guy. He's an actual historical figure. He's only historical because he was on the Titanic and he was filthy rich and all that stuff. So, yeah, there was like 8 chapters in part 1. And now I'm at part 2. And I really wish my neighbors would understand quiet time. They don't. They don't understand the concept of quiet time. Quiet time. Don't make no noise. We have a rule here. You gotta be quiet after a certain time. Anyways, but yeah. So I decided to sit down and read that book because I had been itching to reach for it for like well over a year now. So I am really super excited about actually sitting down and continuing with that book tonight. So I don't have to work tomorrow, which I'm so happy about. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to read chapters 9 and 10. And then tomorrow I'm going to read probably all the way until like chapter 21. And then that will be it. I'm going to, so yeah, so I'm going to Half Price Books next month. And I am so super excited about that. I have never been inside of a Half Price Books store before. So let's see here. Blood and... Oh. It's interesting. It's like, oh, here it is. Blood and Salt by Herbert L. Mullins. So we're going to go to this one. Yeah, so that's the cover right here. The ship. So yeah, I am really eager to you know to finish the book. But that's what I'm gonna do. So as I said, I'm going to be reading um, all my physical books physically. I will not be getting an ebook version of them at all. So this pile right here, I'm not talking about the two that's over here and the one that's over here, but the ones I have right now, the Wolf King, a new release on Death. I'm going to continue to read those digitally because I started reading them digitally. But after that, I will start getting them physical. I will start reading them physically. So I'm really eager to see what they've got. There's a couple titles I'm really interested in picking up. But as I said, I'm going to literally go there with with my books I want to get rid of, the DVDs I want to get rid of, and then I will see how much credit I get, and I'll just use that credit to purchase the books and all that. So I'm kind of hoping I don't walk out with like 50 books, because I will tell you what I'm going to do. If I read several books and I don't like some of them, they're going back to half price books. They're going back to half price books. So, anyways, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.